All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out. Hey, check.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. He's got the hook out to Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes it to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
61, matchbox, lights.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete. It's Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, defense.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call. But they don't.
And now look at this. Big gain by Fowler. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and they get in that direction.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go out.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, high 7. Hey, Sam off.
Looking to throw. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Back to throw. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 3. Check.
On the ball. Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence under pressure. Now he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsay. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 30. On third down, here's Lindsey. And some room to run now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Philip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run by Lindsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. with Coleman on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go.
On second down now. It's Lindsey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Throw it!
And he goes down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hey.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 4th down, Lawrence. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Slant to Peterson.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
Incomplete.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
3-4 guys around here.
From deep territory. They look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Mecole Hardman, 97 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Don't be scared of it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence.
Come on, Richard.
It's incomplete.
Throwing it right to you.
Coverage there by the all-pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. He'll dump this off to Cook. 20. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's got Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and an alley to run. Pass, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of 1.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback lost a keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll set up the throw. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it